Hey guys, Panic Brothers here, Simon and Josue back with more Smash content. The most consistent thing on our channel.
One of them. We had a talk one day. We were at the JC Penney.
That's actually where it came up.
We were at
Because you were looking for a dress shirt as a gift, I think.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, I remember I looked at you. I was like, "Yo, isn't Smash Brothers Melee's roster just weird?"
Looking for a size 32. Like, wait, tell me, hold on. Do you ever think about the Melee roster?
Yeah, that's literally what happened though. And I was like, "Yo, Melee's roster is weird as hell." And you were like, "How?" It's a normal roster for a fighting game. And I was like,
Nah, when you think about it.
Kind of isn't.
Yeah,
it's a weird roster.
We've had that conversation several times to the point where it's kind of like become like a kind of meme. But like, yo, bro, that roster's fucking weird.
Roster is weird.
And I think it's relevant now because considering how much Nintendo's getting hate right now, like fans really really are hating it because you got the March 31st thing with the Mario games. Mm-hmm. You have recently, I don't know if you saw Gunna. Was that his name Silver Gunna? I think his name on YouTube. The guy who always posts the Nintendo OESTs on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yes.
He got copyright strike on everything.
Everything.
And they also finally shut down the Big Ten tournament, which is one of the biggest Melee tournaments in the world. I've actually been to one. It was really cool. And
we hosted multiple. We didn't do Melee though.
But we hosted the Smash tournament.
Yeah, so. Smash Brothers means a lot to the both of us.
Yeah.
It means more to you though. I know it means.
Yeah, I love Smash a lot. Recently, I've been falling off with it because I don't like how Nintendo's treating it, and also I don't like the DLC recently that much, except for the one we just got tonight, which is irrelevant. But Sephiroth was just announced, so that's pretty fucking hype. But it sucks because Nintendo like legit just hates that people want to have fun with their game. Yeah. So like, people are emulating it, changing it up, and Nintendo's like, no, play it the right way. And so what the fuck do you mean by that? Like, well, you have to own a copy, and if you want one, well, you're not gonna get it from us. You gotta get it from eBay. It's like, what?
Like you don't make it easy for us.
You don't. So it's like, what's the point of getting the original copy? And then also, I can get into it for days, but also the Mario 3D All Stars was emulated itself. So like, you're still getting to emulate a game.
Like you make 0 cents. Nintendo.
Exactly.
And they made 0 cents building this roster.
No, yeah.
I don't know what Sakurai was doing. Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know what any of them were doing because it's not just Sakurai's decision. You know, he has a board that's telling him yes or no, and I don't know what they're smoking. But their file character selection was weird.
Well, I don't know. Was there a board by the time Melee came out?
There had to be because I think Smash 64 was a pretty good success, and this is a title release. I mean, a GameCube release.
Yeah.
So it's like
this is a launch title, which meant, and you know, they had to pad this roster, which is why there's so many clones.
Yeah. So do you think it's more so they were scraping the bottom of the barrel, or they were just thinking these weird characters were a good idea?
In terms specifically of the clones?
Well, like characters in general, because outside of clones too, it's also weird, like Ice Climbers and Mr. Game Watch.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know for a fact that. Well, obviously we know that Sakurai really wanted to go to the past. Mm-hmm. Like he really wanted to represent Nintendo's past, which was great. But it was just really interesting that he picked Ice Climbers of all characters. Yeah. As beloved as all of these characters are at this point, Melee's roster is super beloved.
Yeah, like everyone like worships it.
Everyone, but Ice Climbers is a weird choice.
Especially because before recording this, I looked it up, and the last time they appeared in like a game or a console was 1988. Yeah, this game came out in 2001.
Yeah, 13 years they weren't in the spotlight.
No one was talking about Ice Climbers. I'm pretty sure everyone assumed it was dead.
It's still dead. I mean, even to this day, 2020, they're still dead.
They keep re-releasing the game for the Virtual Console.
No, I don't know.
But it's dead. It's dead.
You really could do a lot with Ice Climbers, but that's a conversation for a different. That's another day. Yeah, that's another day. Yeah. But what I was trying to say is that if you're gonna pick out anybody from Nintendo's past, you pick Ice Climbers. Like Pit would have made it more.
Yeah, would have made more sense because it's Sakurai's own little creation, considering he had worked on 3DS games.
Actually,
so this before that time, but even still, it does make more sense because it's more popular than Ice Climbers.
Yeah, and even then, we also know who are the cut characters from the game, and some of the cut characters are Balloon Fighter, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me either.
It doesn't. But that would have made sense in relative to the weird. No, I'm saying knowing how weird the roster is. If there was Balloon Boy here, we wouldn't be surprised. Like, yeah, that's another weird character.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know what his moveset would be. And the thing is, when I look at Ice Climbers, the game, I can't tell what the moveset would be. I literally to think of a moveset. He made it work. But that's the thing is, Sakurai just literally picked a bunch of characters and was like, I can figure this out. Like that's what he does. He figures it out, which is my problem with Zelda and Sheik.
You really don't like the Sheik.
Zelda needed to be in this.
Obviously. Which I still think is really hard to make Zelda because Zelda doesn't do anything in the games, but they made it work.
At least at this point in time, the Zelda series, there's no basis for a moveset. Yeah. But he figured it out, and he needed to get Zelda in. If it wasn't Melee, it was gonna be Brawl. If it wasn't Brawl, it was gonna be Smash.
But
4.
if it wasn't Brawl by then, Jesus Christ, that would be really bad.
But yeah, but like Zelda needed to be in the Smash series.
More important, Ganondorf also needs to be there too.
The thing is, Ganondorf was clearly an afterthought, which makes no sense because Ganondorf clearly you can do something with a moveset.
Why do you think he wasn't after that? Do you think they just thought like we don't? Actually, I don't know what they thought. Like,
I don't know, and the thing I don't know. Maybe it's me, but like I do find it weird that it's Captain Falcon that it was based off of. I mean, then again, like looking at the roster, I don't know who also would be.
I know why though. Well, it's because also if you look at the rest of the roster, it's probably the most human-like person, like honestly. But also beyond that, Captain Falcon moveset is also not Captain Falcon. It's based off before the N64 game. There was. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. The original name of the Smash game. I forgot what it's called.
No, not King of Fighters. Whoa.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but
yeah, I know exactly
whatever that game was. Everyone was Captain Falcon in that game.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Captain Falcon, when he came out for the 64, they were like, just use that thing.
Yeah.
And then when the afterthought of Ganondorf came up, they're like, just reclone the same thing we used before, and they kept using that same trait.
And it's really bad.
It's really
bad. It's literally Captain Falcon is just at this point a representative of what Smash Brothers was originally supposed to be.
Yep. That's it.
He's that rep, just taking.
He has nothing from his game really at all.
no moveset because he has no moveset.
No, he's just driving.
Like he was literally just a sprite.
Yep.
Like that's all he ever was. It was just like and the character select screen. That's all he was.
That's it.
Ganondorf though, we at least know like somewhat something.
I mean, you have Ocarina of Time to go off of, yeah.
That's all it was. I mean, that's all we had. Ganondorf is
that's plenty though. That's plenty. You have a lot to go off of there.
It's more than what they had for Sheik.
Yeah,
because Sheik was only in cutscenes. Okay, whatever. It was a cool gimmick for Melee. Sheik has never been in any game since.
Yeah, but to be fair though, if we look at a Smash Ultimate lens, you couldn't just leave Sheik out if you have everybody.
That's true, but like at this point, I think it would have been like give it to Impa. Like make like the character Impa at this point and just like make like Sheik like I don't know an alt or something. It just at this point it makes no sense to me.
I think the reason why they committed to it is because I think Sheik was universally loved from LA because I know a lot of people that are young.
Yeah, she's great.
Just like Sheik's a cool character. So I think they knew that. So they're like we can't drop Sheik. Like they realized they shot themselves in the foot. Like we can't drop this character now. So they had to keep bringing it back.
It's just a weird choice. Like,
it was a weird choice.
I don't know how Sakurai looked at Sheik and said, "We need to build a moveset off of this one character that's only in cutscenes. That's a higher importance to him than Ganondorf. Doesn't make any sense.
I guess like knowing Sakurai, I think he likes cool ideas like how can you reinvent how players fight in the game. So I think his thought was, we have Zelda. Oh shit! Wait, what if we make Zelda into Sheik, like two characters in one? And I think he thought it was a really cool idea.
Which is great. It is.
So I thought he focused so much on the innovation that he didn't even consider, hey, you have a whole evil villain.
And also, like, no other character could really be like a ninja type. Like, we didn't see like another ninja type character until like Greninja.
Yeah. Literally.
It's in the fucking name.
Yeah.
But like it's in the name. But like just I don't know. Ganondorf just makes zero sense to me, and he's not even the only weird.
He's not. Well, let's give him credit where credit's due. I think the Bowser and Peach inclusion was obvious. Like, that was really well done. And then you have, what's his face? Marth and Roy, which to us didn't make sense. But considering how big Fire Emblem was in Japan at the time, it totally made sense.
It made sense, but even with that lens, Roy still doesn't make sense.
Really?
To me, it doesn't make sense.
I think Roy makes a lot more sense than doing a Ganondorf clone or Dr. Mario clone or Pichu clone.
Yeah, no, but like, if you only had 25 characters and you still only had 2 reps from Fire Emblem,
then you wouldn't.
You wouldn't have Roy. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I thought you meant like if you had Special Ultimates roster list, like you would throw.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But like, this is probably more hindsight speaking, but it's still just like looking back at this, it's a weird.
It is weird, but Marth still does make sense in my opinion.
Roy
was the point I'm trying to get at.
Marth makes sense. Yeah. Complete sense.
Mewtwo still makes sense.
Mewtwo
completely, like especially with the movie that came out and everything.
The three Pokemon characters that's in the middle makes sense. Jigglypuff, Pikachu from the anime, and Mewtwo. It's GOAT.
That's fine. So I just named all the ones that do make sense. So the ones I haven't named yet are literally all the clones and Mr. Game & Watch and Ice Climbers. Literally 2 retros, which I guess where you're coming at, Sakurai, but it's still weird.
Everybody...
And then you put effort, like a lot of effort into making clones, which to me, honestly, I don't think the clones was the decision. I think he was kind of forced to do that because
it was just padding. It's all padding.
Padding, but also like it's because the whole GameCube like release. They're like, we need this shit out fast possible, and they don't have time to work on it. So like, you need to pad this and pad it in the cheesiest way possible. So I bet Falco, Dr. Mario, Pichu, Ganondorf, Young Link, Roy, you get those.
The thing is, to me, is that I look at this. Okay, let's look at the clones only. Mm-hmm. God damn it, Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
I still hate this dude. I don't care. In Ultimate, I still hate this dude.
I don't hate him, but I don't understand why he was added.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It should have from the
It could have been a costume.
It just been exactly. Falco, Pichu, Ganondorf, Young Link, and Roy. Mm-hmm. Dr. Mario makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Falco makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Pichu makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know what they were smoking when they said Pichu. Because like you said, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo, we're good.
Yeah, makes sense.
Charizard would have made even more sense.
Yeah, I mean...
But fucking Pichu?
Yeah, I know. I look at this and it's just like... It's hard though because I know he was trying to pad it. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the other rest of the roster and like who could use as a base for a pad. Mm-hmm. Or like an echo. And I mean, that's a conversation for some other time. I don't know. Right now, at the top of my head... But Pichu was the best he came up with.
Oh yeah, I mean that makes sense. If you throwing like this requirement at you from the business high level, was like, yo, we need new characters, we need 6 of them. Your roster's small, your roster is too small. We should just use grab characters and kind of clone them into new ones and kind of use the same mechanics. You look at Pikachu and be like, I mean, he has an under and an over evolution, so I'd probably pick the cute one and just throw that in there. It makes sense.
Would you rather Raichu?
No, I think he did the right call of Pichu, honestly. I think he did. No one likes Raichu as much as Pichu.
I don't like Raichu, man.
You don't like him as much as Pichu. I like Alolan Raichu a lot.
No. That's literally what I was going to say. Alolan Raichu is GOAT.
I don't know anybody that likes Raichu more than Pichu and Pikachu at all, bro. Like, nobody.
I guess, man. I always have a Raichu in my team. I'm not going to lie. I don't care if any Pokemon like person. I always have a Raichu in my team.
I don't fuck with Raichu.
I mess with Raichu hard.
Ganondorf once again makes sense, but
Ganondorf makes sense as a character, but he did not deserve to be an Echo.
And it's
clone, whatever.
We're kind of scope creeping outside the scope of the conversation, but Ganondorf still is being hoed so hard. I just don't understand why, man. Like Ultimate they gave him a sword, and everyone thought new moveset, and it was just that. It was just a sword. He still has the weird up B that has nothing to do with his games. His Warlord punch comes from no reference to anything. You couldn't even give him the fucking like the ping pong ball segment from like all his fucking boss fights.
I don't know, man. I don't know what decision was.
I don't get that. Young Link, honestly, in my opinion, is the clone that makes the most sense.
That makes the most?
Yeah. In terms of like a clone that makes sense, yeah, he's literally Link. Ganondorf is not Captain Falcon. Roy is not Marth.
I kind of would give that decision to. Oh, in that regard?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say Falco makes the most sense to me.
But Falco's not Fox, so I'm saying. Like,
yeah. Like,
Young Link makes the most sense to me as like it would make sense they had the same moves.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that one, like I.
Well, and Dr. Mario also, it's the same dude.
Yeah.
Just throwing a fucking like doctor's coat on this Mario, and it's the same dude.
The thing is though, they're from like very different games though. Young Link and Link are from Ocarina of Time, so it's like still the same. But Dr. Mario like it's different, but that's not the conversation.
Yeah.
Besides the point, I think Young Link makes sense in terms of mechanics point. But still, now if you look at the terms of design, I still think Young Link was a weird ad if you weren't going to make references to Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's such a weird fucking concept, and the more you look at it, man, it's like so many characters make sense, like Peach and Bowser and Mewtwo, and then others you were like, wow, they really must have been stressed for time when they were making this.
And honestly, to me, the only person that it's a semi-clone, but like the only person that to me in this roster makes sense at this point in time to be a clone is Luigi. He was the OG clone. It's like sort of like the Ryu and Ken comparison. They're clones. Like they were always meant to be clones in their base games. Luigi was supposed to be a clone. At this point,
I agree with you. I agree with you. The logic of like if you're a clone from the actual original game, it makes sense you're still a clone here. Yes. But when you grab a game of a character from a completely different game, Ganondorf from Captain Falcon, how
makes
could
no
you
sense.
possibly?
And they're the only clones that I believe to this day are from two different franchises. It makes zero sense.
It doesn't fucking add up.
Especially when it's a clone of a character that doesn't even have a moveset in his original game.
You're using a sprite's moveset for a villain who showed up in several Zelda games. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I hate this.
What year do you think they started working on the roster? If they came out in 2001, how much time do you think they had?
I think as soon as Smash 64 came out, really? Sakurai was like, I hate this. Like, really? Yeah. There was so many scrapped ideas in Smash 64.
Yeah, but I still feel like Smash 64 was still a test drive. Like, they didn't know how well
it was a test drive, but I'm pretty sure, like, once he saw, like, how good the sales were doing, like, and it was like, all right, we have something here as a good base. He was like, they have to, like...
What year did 64 come out? 96?
99.
99?
99.
Really?
Or 98.
That would make sense then. If it came out in 99, then it would make sense
99.
why in 2 years.
Yes, 99.
Yeah, okay. If it came out in 99, then it would make sense that why in 2 years you really couldn't keep actual originality between some of these characters instead of cloning them. I mean, that adds up. But it's still a weird roster at the fucking end of the day.
Like, at the end of the day, because listen, take away the echoes, clones, whatever. We only have how many? We have Bowser, we have Peach, we have Zelda, Sheik, we have Mewtwo, Mr. Game & Watch, Marth,
Ice Climbers,
and Ice Climbers. We have 8 new additional characters. Yep. And only about maybe Mr. Game & Watch doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, he does in the grand scheme of things. If you're gonna reflect.
If you're making a Smash in 2020, like, go ahead. But Smash in 2001, like, what the fuck is a
really odd choice. Yeah. Like, I remember as a kid just looking at this roster, and I was just like, even as a kid, I was like, what? Who is this? Like, who is this, man?
I get it. It's the last time I was like, I don't. What? Like,
who is that?
But that's also the same reaction we had to NES in 64, though. I think there's a beauty of this. I think there's a beauty in adding characters that no one knows, like a Marth and a Ness, and then people discover the series.
Yeah.
But it's not beautiful when you add characters like Ice Climbers, where no one knows the series, and then you don't make more Ice Climbers games.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was the point of even adding this?
I think a hot take from me is that I don't mind these characters. Like, this roster is, for the most part, great. Right?
Yeah.
It's just it was too early for a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
To me, Mr. Game & Watch, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and he's in Melee. But, like, in a behind the scenes, like, behind closed doors, corporate level manner, it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't add up at all.
Miss Ice Climbers doesn't make sense to me.
But I think they knew they struggled in Smash 64, so like, honestly, we can put any character in this and they'll sell. So I think that might have been a logic corporate level. I was just like, yo, just fucking put characters in there. I don't care if Falco looks like Fox and Peach looks like Pikachu. Just keep adding character Sakurai. I think that was their logic.
Yeah,
Because if you advertise 26 characters and you advertise 14 of them are new, people are gonna be like, I'm buying this game. Hell yeah.
That's true. And then you pick it up, and you're like,
what the fuck
is Dr. Mario doing?
Which I think that's why it put a lot more pressure on the Brawl roster. Where it's like, okay, now we gotta actually add characters.
Yeah, especially when the clones in. I mean, there was a ton of clones in Brawl too, but like they had it felt like to me like they had like more of a flavor to them.
Also, Matt Pichu hurts himself. That's the dumbest mechanic. Like, why even? Apparently, Pichu was added as a joke character also, but I mean, was Pichu the joke character in this? Was Mr. Game & Watch the joke? No, Pichu was a joke because he hurt himself. Like, he was useless.
And the joke character in Brawl was Wii Trainer, Wii Fit Trainer.
That wasn't Brawl. Wii Fit Trainer came before.
I just keep associating it with Wii era. You're right.
No, yeah. Was there a joke character in Brawl?
Rob.
That dude was fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's a weird fucking character.
Then Smash 4 was Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah.
And then Smash 5 is Piranha Plant. Smash 5.
I keep forgetting about
Piranha Plant is a joke character.
Joke character. Fucking Piranha Plant, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking Piranha.
Who'd be the joke character in
the original?
In the original.
There isn't.
Probably like I mean, if you had to pick one, probably.
Had to pick one?
Probably Captain Falcon to me.
Yeah, actually, it's fucking sprite. It's like, how the fuck did he even get a moveset? Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, those are our thoughts on the Melee roster and how fucking weird it is. Yeah. Free Melee is an interesting time, by the way. I really want to just once again put out there that I am very interested to see what's going to happen. I doubt that Nintendo's going to change their ways because they know they can get away with it. But I'm still very, very curious to see what's going to happen because a lot of people are legit saying, I will not touch another Smash game until you address this. And people are still expecting by it. Like, Sephiroth just came out, and people on Twitter are still like, I still don't care. I'm not going to play this thing. Yeah. Like, that's fucking crazy dedication to me. Anyway, Panic Brothers again. Simon, Josue over here. You know where to find us on our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram. Twitch. We stream on Twitch also. But until then, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace.